Of course, it's the first thing I see when I turn on the
noting
TV.
that sanctions continue to allow U.S. and Russian collaboration on the space station, but that the professional relationship between astronauts and cosmonauts, quote, continues for the safety and mission of all on board the ISS. Eric?
All right, thanks so much.
So,
Well, Eric, this is a Fox
for
News
those that
alert.
don't know,
6 people are dead, and the manhunt
okay,
is on.
let me turn this off
whoever
now.
shot them earlier this morning.
So for the people that don't know,
California. We are live.
what was just on here was Russia cut the United States off to the International Space Station. So I'm like, what? Like, what the heck is going on here? So Russia cut the United States off to the International Space Station. They're talking about China going up there and replacing the United States. But they're like, things won't be the same with China because we actually like the Americans that was up here. We actually paid, gave them money, tried to help them out any way that we could. We have just severed relations. This is about to get wild. Now, this is the stuff that you start to see on the lead up to war. They don't care about each other anymore. They don't like each other anymore. Russia's not America's buddy, and America ain't Russia's buddy. These guys are beefing. So what's going to happen first? Well, we already know what's going to happen first. Most likely an arms race. They're already in an arms race. The United States, Biden just announced a new budget to upgrade our nuclear weapons. So you could definitely say that we're in an arms race. We're already in a hypersonic arms race with Russia, China, and North Korea. So what's next? It's like, dang, man. Yeah, they made it clear. They made it clear. They're done. They're done. The American that was on the International Space Station has now came back down to the United States. So he's back on Earth. He's back with his family. Crazy, man. So we're getting newer nuclear weapons. We have India signing a pact with Russia, signing a trade pact with Russia. We got China. Well, it's India, Brazil, China, and South Africa all signing this little pact together. They already had the BRICS. That's what it is, the BRICS. They're upgrading the version of BRICS that they have now. They're going to do more trade. They're going to do more stuff. So, crazy, man, how things are going right now. Crazy. And on top of that, I saw the live with Paula and Adrian, where he's saying that he was getting like an attack from a satellite or something. Like the government put a satellite over his house for put waves, so he had to get the EMF to track the levels. And he said he was feeling sick. And it was weird because yesterday I was feeling horrible. I was literally not even able to go live on TikTok. Like, I talked to them, my voice was all crackly, but today I'm all good. And yesterday, like, I was horrible, man. My head was hurting, like my ears were popping, like I'm like, man, I must have some kind of ear infection or something. I didn't really want to take it that far, but who knows, man. That thing was super high. Yeah, it was. It was all the way up to the 300s. And it's not even supposed to be past 3. It's not even supposed to be past 3, bro. They was trying to take that man out. They was trying to take that man out. All because he wants to give us news. You know, it's ridiculous how they try to target us. But it's cool. It's cool. It lagged because my battery was low for a second, but we good. We back. I got a new phone, just got a new upgrade on my plan that I was on. So no more, it should be no more lags on my lives unless my phone's dying, because when things pop up on here, it lags. But yeah, no more of that. Radiation poison sound like 5G too. Yes, yeah, it could be 5G as well. Nice. What phone did you get? I got the iPhone 12 Plus. My ear was rattling. Yeah. Sacramento shooting. Cool. Crazy. Not cool, but crazy. I'll do that one. That one is cool. So, another thing, the British is going to give Ukraine anti-ship missiles. Now, these are going to attack amphibious assault ships, and this can also attack, destroyers and shit like that. So they're trying to go after Russia's navy. The British is trying to get Ukraine to go after Russia's navy, so they don't take that special port that Russia needs to be able to have a little advantage over NATO. Y'all know. I just want to put it like this. Y'all know the war on Ukraine is not only about the bios. It's not about only the biolabs. It's also to get a better position in NATO. So now, with Russia having the war in Ukraine, nobody can stop Russia from transporting weapons into Ukraine, from transporting nuclear weapons into Ukraine, or from transporting anything into Ukraine. They can transport whatever right now. They can have a better position to go at NATO. So, yeah, they are trying to kill us. So with all that said, this is crazy, man. It's getting crazy. So, I'm trying to think of what else I could talk to you guys about. South Korea threatened North Korea with a preemptive strike if they even think a weapon is going towards South Korea. This is opening the eyes because, North Korea's been testing missiles like crazy. They already said that Iran, North Korea, Russia, and China are all anti-West right now. And they're all trying to get this pack against us right now. So it's getting wild. And Pakistan, too. Pakistan is not against the United States anymore. They got new leadership coming in. They want to get along with India. They want to get along with the United States. And they want to get along with China. I'm like, dang. This guy, they just saying, they're like, we're in a new world, man. Everybody's struggling. Everyone's going to be, we don't want the war to come over here. That's what they said. That was their words. They don't want the war to come over and hit the Middle East area. So they don't want Pakistan hit. They don't want China hit. They don't want India hit and all that. But y'all know the war is going to spread that far. We know eventually it's going to go down like that. They have to attack now or they will lose in the future. Yeah. And even if they do it now, it's still going to be bad. Like, there's no way that we can make it so that it'll be easy to take out Russia without having any kind of backlash. Like, at this point, if we nuke Russia, they got the dead hand. They could send all the nukes back here. If we nuke China, they got submarines out at the sea, so they can send nukes by submarine. If we even nuke North Korea, like, we don't even know like, North Korea got hypersonics now, so we would have to counter that, but our hypersonic program isn't as advanced as Russia and China's. Unless y'all think we got some secret hypersonic weapons, I don't think so, man. I really don't think so. Welcome, Paul. Welcome to the cast, man. Always great to have you here. So they're making a trade pact. Everyone knows that this is the East versus the West. It's getting started. NATO is beefing up. They're talking about beefing up their military on 24/7 War News. By the end of May, they're going to have everything that they need on the border with Russia, and Bulgaria, and Poland. So, who was it? Greece is supposed to be sending military troops to, I think, Bulgaria. There we go. Greece is supposed to be sending troops to Bulgaria to help them out. Oh, it's Adrian? Okay. Sorry. I can never tell who. I'm sorry. Welcome, Adrian. Welcome to the cast. So mid-June, war kicks off? No, it can happen between now and whenever. Look, Russia's supposed to cut the gas to most of Europe in mid-April. They said mid-April the earliest, late April the latest. If nobody's paying the rubles, they're going to cut them off. If they cut the gas off, it's going to get real in Europe. People are going to stand up against their government because they're going to be freezing. And then there's going to be utilities that go through the roof. There's going to be gas that goes through the roof. There's going to be shortages because they get most of their stuff from Russia. So when people start to suffer and governments start to feel it, then you know that war is about to come. Because then that's when they start making desperate moves. That's when they start doing dirty stuff. And then I just explained this earlier in my TikTok. NATO can say, because NATO's part of the EU, some of NATO members accept that gas from Russia, get that gas from Russia. They can say that Russia caused a disastrous situation for a NATO member. Therefore, they most likely could step in from there. If a NATO country wants to go to war with Russia at that point, it's all game on because Russia started the trigger. They got their country suffering. And honestly, that's worse than any cyber attack or anything for Europe. So at this point, man, like I hear people like, no, there's got to be a way out of this, but there's no way out of this. NATO's building up for a reason. They know they're about to go to war with Russia. They're on high alert for a reason. They know something's about to go down. They know a mistake might happen. It could be, Chernobyl power plant could get attacked and radiation go into a NATO country. That's Article 5. Russia could do a chemical attack and just draw NATO into the war. Or a false flag chemical attack. Because, I just don't see Russia sitting there torturing Ukrainians. But that's... And I know people got a lot of hard feelings towards, Russia. Like, well, I don't care if they're doing anything, I don't agree with war. I hate when people die. I don't like that. But at the same time, the same people that's demonizing Russia needs to demonize their own country, because we have started wars and we have went into countries without permission and we have killed their children and bombed their schools and bombed their hospitals. We just don't get in trouble for it because it seems like everything's through the United States. Even the WTO, the UN, and then you got NATO. Nobody's going to criticize the United States besides Russia and China. So, and now with China getting closer to Russia, that's another bad move, because we were trying to get China on our side, but now I think it's about to get to the point we're going to try to isolate China. This is about to start a war, man. This is exactly one of the moves that happened before World War I and World War II. Countries picked their sides. I'm pretty sure they cut countries off. I'm pretty sure through one of the world wars, there was a pandemic. After one of the world wars, there was a Great Depression, and we are already heading to a catastrophic depression, as they said. So it is definitely a perfect storm for World War III. Russia's not going to stay in Ukraine too much longer before something explosive happens, before something goes through the roof and changes the war entirely. Putin is pushed into a corner by the West. I wouldn't say by Ukraine. He thought it would probably be an easy operation to go in there, to destroy the labs and get out of there. But the Ukraine's putting up a pretty damn good fight, especially with the Western weapons they're getting. They're getting the Starstreak missiles. They're getting Soviet-made missiles. They're talking about sending the S-300s. The United States tried to talk Turkey into giving them the S-400s, but no, they wasn't on that. What's up, Breacher? What's going on, man? So it's getting crazy out there, man. It's getting crazy. And I'm expecting any day now, we're either going to wake up or it's going to be on TV, or you're just going to be out. And I feel like we're just going to hear that Russia has attacked one NATO country. And the most vulnerable NATO country that I see getting hit is Poland. Poland should be target number one. Why Poland? Because they're the ones providing the weapons. They're the ones the foreign fighters came through to get into Ukraine. They're the ones, the missile defense systems that's the Ukraine's grabbing and shooting down Russian missiles with. The missiles that is shooting down Russian helicopters or Russian planes. And most likely the helicopters that just blew up the oil depot. So I mean, so this is going back to Russia's territory. This is involving NATO into the war. This is making this twice as worse. Well, maybe it was already twice as worse. So we could triple it up. They said the chances of World War III and a nuclear war now is even higher than it was in the Cold War. And they were like seconds away from pushing the button in the Cold War. So how long do we got left? How long do we got left until World War III breaks off and we get to see a nuclear catastrophe on our planet? People want to say it would never happen because, we got stuff that Russia wants, or, everyone would be destroyed. It'll be mutual assured destruction. They don't know. The United States said they can win a nuclear war now. So how can you stop them? They're even saying that Russia has the hypersonics to win a nuclear war with the United States. It just takes one country to make a miscalculation for the whole world to go haywire. And that's where we're heading. That's exactly where we're heading into. We're sleepwalking into a nuclear conflict. This is why they're trying to keep the United States and Russia from fighting each other. Because once they start shooting at each other, there's no backing down from there. Once they start, there's no country higher than Russia and the United States and China to say, back off. You guys need to settle down. Y'all need a ceasefire. China most likely is going to go after Taiwan, so they're not going to give a crap. Russia's a great distraction for the United States. So then China could go after Taiwan, mess up the Japanese, hit Australia with a nuke. Russia, they got Europe, of course, and they're going to go and blow up Europe, though. They're going to send nuke after nuke after nuke at Europe. They know NATO's going to go through Russia. They know they cannot win a conventional war with Russia. They cannot win a conventional war with NATO. Russia cannot win a conventional war with NATO. So they already said, if you guys even step into this war, we're going to use nukes. That's why they threaten nukes off the bat, because they know. They're talking about our power grid a lot now. They're saying, well, a solar flare can mess up our power grid, or a cyber attack can mess up our power grid, and then an EMP attack can mess up our power grid. We can get nuked, and that's going to mess up our power grid. And Russia on the Japanese Kuril Islands. I was talking about that earlier in my TikTok live. The Japanese being on the not Japanese, but Russians being on the Kuril Islands, whatever they call them. And the Japanese is trying to claim it all now. They're saying that Russia's illegally occupying the islands. Thank you, Adrian. So, no, man. This is not right. This is not right. This is too many fronts opening up. There's too many fronts. I wish I had a green screen on YouTube. I wish YouTube would do the green screen thing. Oh, man. I wish. Yeah, I love Off Grid. They're really good. I love Paul's broadcasting. I love Adrian shows the Garden. They're really awesome people. I really want to talk to Paul one day, because I really want his views on what he thinks is going to happen. I'm inspired by Paul. I'm not afraid to admit I'm inspired by him. I'm inspired by 007. I'm inspired by Israeli News Live. And I've been doing this stuff since I was younger, so I was 16. And that's when I started watching a lot of the channels on YouTube that reported news. And I started doing my own research because I was inspired by them. Hey, what's up, bro? Oh, Paul Bagley too. I used to watch them, especially when on the Sundays when I needed just maybe I want to go to church or something, and I was just like, man, I know he's gonna tell news, and I know he's gonna talk about God and Jesus, so I would watch him too. Do a live with them. He can work multi screens now. Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. I'll see if I can talk to him and set that up for you guys, because We both got a big fan base, and I got a huge fan base on TikTok. That's all I promote his videos on TikTok like crazy. Thank you guys. I hope I inspire somebody one day. I hope I do really inspire somebody one day. I feel like a lot of TikTokers when I started reporting news started it started turning into a news place. Like I see news everywhere on TikTok now. When I first got on TikTok, I was inspired by people growing their channels to be like the channel growers. I'm 27 years old. 27 years old. I found you on TikTok, then searched you on YouTube. Awesome. That's why Javante the Reporter's up there. I had to change my name to Javante the Reporter on YouTube because nobody could find me. Your channel just came up as a recommendation. Great insight. We'll definitely sub. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad they're trying to promote this channel out there. That's good. I'm gonna post more videos on YouTube, man. I'm sorry, guys. All my YouTubers that's on here, I'm really sorry. TikTok drains the heck out of me. I try to post like 10 videos a day. I was really sick yesterday, so I didn't really post anything. I posted one video. I tried to go live, but my head was hurting super bad. My ears were popping, and I was just feeling horrible. I didn't really think I was gonna make it today. I'm like, dang, man, I'm probably gonna be sick all the way to tomorrow, but I feel a lot better. God help me out, man. He really looking out for me. But yeah, I was feeling horrible yesterday. Came here from off-grid desert with Paul and AJ. Oh, awesome. Nuclear Holocaust estimation. It's like one. Yeah, I know. Now, Sub, do you have other platforms than YouTube and TikTok? I have Instagram. They talked me on TikTok into making a Telegram. So Javante04 for Telegram. JVONTAE04. I'm gonna try to start being active on Telegram a little bit. I have Instagram, the same thing, Javante04. But I'm mostly active on YouTube and TikTok. Those are my top channels. Whew. We're getting into some crazy times, guys. I really believe it might be the last days for real. I really believe that we're in the last days. It seems like humanity is going to be the one that ends themselves if things keep continuing the way that it is. Because it looks like we have a lot of power-hungry leaders that want to just win a war then work things out with each other. I mean, we could have a peaceful world. How would this world be if Russia, the United States, and China was actually getting along? The three major powers actually got along. Nobody would be doing anything if they knew that we were all on the same team. All these countries would fall in line in a heartbeat. But it was originally a three-way beef. Russia and China didn't always get along. And we didn't always get along with Russia or China. In fact, Russia was probably rival. I don't know. I feel like China's more of a rival than Russia. Russia was more of our military rival. China was more of our economic rival. Especially when the Soviet Union was here. That's when we were really rivals. We made something, they made something. Yep, they won war. That's money for them. You got that right. And with the financial order changing now, these are getting crazy, man. They're talking about countries dropping the United States and just working with each other. Like they're just talking about closing off the world because the world's so unpredictable right now. They don't want to put all their money in the United States and then, the United States crash. They don't want to put all their money in China and China just, crash and turns into a war. They don't want to put all their money into Russia crash and turns into another, no, nobody wants to do that. They're making their own decisions. It says going to be a new financial order. And this time, America ain't going to have no influence in it. The West will not have an influence in this one because everyone feels like they started it. And there's a reason I said the West and not just some specific countries. Now, I don't know if you guys heard today, Germany's talking about toughening up on Russia. Germany's going to try to toughen up sanctions on Russia. Russia's most likely definitely going to cut gas now. Did Germany already cut gas to Russia? I don't remember. I thought they did already. I thought they stopped the oil imports and gas imports to Germany, but I could totally be wrong. If we survive this, we all need to get out and vote the war hawks out of government. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Look. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I feel like both sides. At this point, it'll be war. Because even if Trump got into office right now, he wouldn't have a lot to work with because Biden messed this place all up. Russia turned the gas off to Germany. Okay. So they did turn the gas off. Dang. So yeah, Germany's going to feel that. I know the United States said they would help Germany, but it's only so much we can help. So much help we can do, especially with NATO. This administration is disgraceful. And that's another way, guys, this could be set up for World War III. If we're talking about new financial... Hold on. I don't like this word. Hold on. Oh, never mind. They changed it. It was talking about Denzel Washington. It said the devil got a hold of Will Smith and encouraged him to slap Chris Rock. What? Oh man, that could be taken so many ways, to be honest. That could be taken so many ways, especially if you're open-minded. And people are already worried of the Oscars, and heck no. I'm sorry, that one caught me off guard. He said the devil got into Will Smith and made him slap Chris Rock. Oh, man. Dang, that's crazy if that's true. The biggest stage thing, it was really impressive. None of us surviving this is okay. So, what was I going at? Oh, yeah, this new financial order could really start World War III because maybe these countries know something that we don't. I feel like as Americans, we're always in the dark. And a lot of our citizens in this country don't look nothing up unless they're forced to look it up. Now, I ain't going to say that every American citizen is like that, but I'm just saying majority of them is rather focused on their lives than focused on anything that's going on overseas or anything. So, when we're talking about World War III and countries being independent within their own fields and trying to start new alliances and stuff, maybe they know that America, Russia, and China is about to all go down. I know people expect China to be the new world order, the new financial order, the new top dog on all this, but I just honestly don't know. They could be in on it. They might not be. We could totally be wrong about that. But that's just my opinion. For all we know, they could all be in on it and be ready to mess this world up. Or, like I've always said, they're humans. It's humans that run these offices, and no matter what body doubles they have or anything. Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up on TikTok, but I was really iffy about that. There was some news articles that I rely on, like that I get my news from, that was talking about Putin was starting to use body doubles out there because he was getting so paranoid. They say he was using body doubles, so if someone tried to assassinate him, they would have been assassinating the wrong Putin. I'm like, what? So I was going to put that on TikTok, but I got worried because I'm like, man, people are going to really call me a conspiracy theory if I put this out here. So I just never even talked about it. I'm like, fuck it. If I talk about it, I'm going to talk about it on YouTube. So Jada's the devil. Oh, that's a good one. Where they are together for both good and evil. You're being transferred into humans. Man. It's so confusing. It's not even funny, man. Like, I'm not gonna get on that, man. I'm not gonna get on that one. That was a very touchy subject. That's a very touchy subject. But man, I had to go live on here, man. I was just thinking today. I'm like, dang, man, things are just getting things just been getting bad, for real, for real. Who do I think should run in 24? I don't even think we're gonna make it to 24. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna make it before something breaks off that changes this world. It's gonna happen before then. I honestly don't even know if we're gonna make it to the midterms. I hope we do. I really don't hope for war, but I believe something's gonna happen that's gonna change everything. I believe some EMP might happen. I believe something's going to happen between NATO and Russia. It's building up to it. We're literally sleepwalking into World War III. And I think it's going to be everything that we're scared of. They're going to just try to reset everything. I really believe that. I hope we make it to 2024, though. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy on you guys, but for real, I don't think we are. I don't think we're gonna make it that far, man. That's just, it's just too much that could go in from here and then, from here and then. Something bad will happen, but I don't think it will end. Well, even if they did a limited nuclear war, we wouldn't even want to live after that. We're not going to be able to grow plants. We're not going to be able to have power in the United States anymore, probably for years on end. If the grid goes out, our government ain't going to be there for us. We're probably going to be out here trying to fight each other because it's going to be a civil war. We're going to be wanting to protect our families. I don't see anything good coming out of what's going on right now. They're literally, we have the most confused president in history in office right now. I don't know if it's because of his age, because of the dementia. Like he's losing it, man. And the White House is fixing everything the man is saying. So like, it's literally pointing that we are about to head into something. And it only takes one bad thing to come out for everything to go to heck. That's not me criticizing Biden or anything. That's me saying one mistake that comes out of that man's mouth that can't be controlled by the White House or fixed by the White House could turn this into a World War III situation. And he's not the only president that sits him off the wall shit. Definitely not the only president. He's far from it. Hillary Clinton praises Biden. This is perfect right here. Look, what the? Hold on, bro. I wish I did not see that on TV right now. I wish I did not see that on TV right now. You have to be freaking kidding me. Oh, boy. Man, times every day, man, it feels like I'm watching the movie. I'm watching some kind of movie, some catastrophic movie on TV. If it ain't the war in Ukraine, it's our financial system, it's our economic system, it's the Illuminati, it's something. It's always freaking something. If it ain't freaking if it ain't the war, it's our politics. If it ain't the politics, it's the people. If it ain't the people, it's the inflation. If it ain't the inflation, like it's just something. It just keeps sleepwalking into something. Like it's so much going on. It's insane, bro. So much going on. I just turned that crap on. I don't even watch the media. Usually, I only look it up. I usually don't even watch the media. I'll sit here, enjoy my time, and report to you guys. Or if I ain't feeling well, I'm out. If I'm If I'm not here, then I'm out doing whatever, driving around or something. But nah, news ain't gonna stress me out, man. It's driving people crazy, bro. One of the TikTokers that I was starting to respect and really show love to, dude, he done turned crazy, man. He done turned crazy. I've been live for like 30 minutes now on here. But I'm gonna leave a video. I'm gonna leave this video saved so a lot of people can look this up. I kept it clean on this video. I know I cursed a couple of times, but I kept it a lot more clean than I usually do. I usually be doing F-bombs, D-bombs. I'll be chopping everything in the book. I ain't gonna name him, but he didn't turn crazy, man. The war stuff really got to him. The people that know. He didn't literally turn crazy, man. I was doing lives with him and everything, but he didn't went wild. He didn't went really wild. Yeah, his TikTok's not even the same no more. He's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it, man. But oh yeah, that was another one. Yeah, there was another dude that was like that. There was another dude. Yeah, there was another dude that went into my Instagram, man, and he went into my Instagram and was trying to get me to tell his mom and auntie that the world was ending. And he was like, man, I watch your news all the time, man. My mom don't believe me. She's sitting here telling us, Shane, calm down. I'm not gonna believe your book. Bullshit. So I'm literally reading through these messages, and I'm like, dude, man, I'm not gonna force your mom to believe what's going on. That's not my job. My job is not to force people to believe me, man. She's gonna believe on her time. Sometimes it takes it to happen. He's like, but she will die. Everybody's gonna die. I'm like, dude, calm down. It's not like, it's serious, yes, but you gotta have a calm mind in this. If you freak out, then it's over. I'm like, dang. But oh man, the things I've been went through since I've created content, man. Look, this is why I keep telling people, I don't spread fear. Be prepared to have a calm mind. I'm here to make you aware of the situation, make you informed of the situation, not to scare the heck out of you to turn crazy like that. And now I'm just seeing it all over TikTok. Like, I had a whole group believing that was helping me spread this stuff. They had to change their whole content because they're so scared of what's going on. Prediction on our channel, prediction after prediction after prediction keeps happening. Our channel's the only one pretty much doing that. And people that have been recently turning the news is because they probably ran into my channel. I have people calling me a Russian spy, conspiracy theorist, everything in the book. But things started coming true. I said the same thing every time. I don't know when it's going to happen. It can happen anytime between here and then. Then the first time I ever put a prediction on something for something to happen, it actually happened. And now everything since then has been going just like I thought. Like, I was like, watch, they're going to be talking about sending jets to Ukraine. That started happening. I was like, watch, they're going to talk about a no-fly zone. Yep, that started happening even more. Like, watch, NATO's going to be, Russia's going to say it feels like Russia's at war with Russia already. Russia already feel like they're at war with NATO already. Then that ended up happening. So I'm like, and it started coming out as I was saying it, and I started putting out possibilities. This wasn't even my prediction. This was just possibilities. Then those started happening. I'm like, dude, I need to stop saying stuff because this is turning bad. I'm over here freaking myself out like, damn, should I just start telling some fortunes or something? Oh, we all called Russia going off the dollar. I knew Russia and China was going to be the first two countries to drop, or was going to be one of the two countries that was going to drop those. China and Russia, they've been waiting to drop the dollar for years. I would have took you guys to the place today that had the computer because, I like to look at my stuff on here. But they're closed down for the weekend. She said, "Can you pick my Powerball numbers up?" I ain't got it like that, bro. I don't even gamble for that reason, man. I don't like to take it too far. I don't gamble for that reason. But y'all know I like to type it up and stuff. But the place is closed for the weekend, so I didn't even get a chance to just show you guys the news on there. But definitely coming up, most likely tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow we're gonna do a live on here because I'm gonna force myself to be more active with you guys. Today showed me how much my TikTokers and YouTubers really appreciate me, man. For real. There's some people that really helped me out today, and I'm really grateful for everybody that did. So, God's amazing. You guys are amazing. I mean, I'm trying to change my way and trying to like become a little more, religious in a way. I'm not ever going to probably be full on religious just because of some of the things that happened in my life. But I do believe that there's a God or a higher power, and I do believe that he's helping me, man. I'm just seeing it every day, man, every day. But that's just me. That's just me. Don't start doing spells on. Oh no, heck no. You just need to have your mods here. Yeah, I haven't made a mod, huh? I mean, I made a couple mods. I think no, Heather, you're not even a mod on here. Maybe that's what I need to start doing. I'm about to make some mods for YouTube. My YouTube ain't as lit as my TikTok. I mean, we can get up to 1,000 on TikTok. We only get up to about 100 on YouTube. I don't think I've ever seen a troll on here. Yeah, I know. How can we donate to your channel? I have Cash App. I have my Cash App's Javante Coker, and I have a PayPal, which is Javante04@yahoo.com. I don't know how to pin stuff on YouTube. I've never tried to do it, so everyone that usually donates to me is on TikTok. I've always wanted to, because 007, he got the podcast, so I've always wanted to talk back and forth and hear his views. Because he rarely talks about World War III. He talks about the world stage and a lot of the politics and a lot of stuff like history stuff and like just all like through the roof stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You should organize into a brand and a website. I gotta learn to have patience to do that, man. I will. I'm trying to get this platform up there, but I just don't know. Over from Off Grid today. Subscribe to your channel. Oh, thank you. He tried to warn him. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna really step this channel up. I need to get out of my head sometimes. My mom died last year, so it's been really hard for me at times to cope with some things. And I am gonna pray for for Off Grid. I know they're after the man. He definitely has my prayers. Yeah, my mom, she passed, and it's been really hard on me. I know my body's still trying to get over that. Like I lost a lot of weight last year. I was at 260 pounds. Then I went down to 186 by the end of the year. And now this year I'm back up to 230. So I know I'm getting myself back. I'm back eating. I'm back, motivating myself. But it's still hard sometimes. It's still really hard. But yeah, man. Much love to you guys. Thank you for helping me through this. Really, this is why I'm so motivated to do this too. Not only is it something I've always wanted to do, I've always wanted to report news. I've always wanted to be able to reach out to people and to help people some kind of way. and it feels good that I'm able to do that now. So now I got that out of the way. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you guys. Pakistan, they were talking about doing a peace deal or trying to drop all beef with India, and another one with China. Yeah, India and China. Pakistan's trying to work things completely with India and China, and call for complete peace in the United States. In the United States, that's what it was. I knew it was 3 countries: India, China, and the United States. So that's crazy coming from Pakistan. Given the history between them and India, we once thought they were going to blow each other into a great nuclear fallout, but it ended up turning out that way. So that's good. We know there's some dirty stuff going on in Ukraine. Ukraine has a major blackout. And we don't know the true story. That's why I keep telling people, don't fully believe the Western news, just like don't fully believe the Eastern news. So, Jay, we need to get together after live. Okay, that's fine. Definitely, we'll talk after live. But I think something's about to really go down. Oh, this was what people was probably trying to get me to talk about earlier. The strike on the oil infirmary.
Just devastating images there, Jeff. There were reports from Ukrainian intelligence that I read about earlier today claiming that 2 Russian soldiers died and 28 were in intensive care after Ukrainian civilians had given them poisoned pastries. We've seen...
Dang, they're getting poisoned now too?
Ukrainian civilians taking up arms and doing things like that and anything they can to fight back. Is there any more you can tell us about, civilians and everyday citizens fighting back against the Russians? Have you heard this report?
Well, yeah, you bring up a really interesting report, and the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense says Ukrainians are resisting occupiers by all available means. So I guess that includes poisonous pies, as you mentioned. 2 were apparently killed, and more than a couple dozen others were hospitalized as a result of that. And that, of course, is, in line with what we're seeing throughout the region. I think right here in Lviv, we've heard about, everyday civilians
Wow.
cocktails ready, and others just taking up arms, going out to the front, whatever they can do to save their country.
Wow. Tyrus here, man, and once again, how are you? How are you holding up?
We're doing great, Tyrus. Thank you.
When we hear the reports, for those of us who are sitting back here...
I kind of wanted to hear that dude talk. He kind of... It's a big dude.
We hear the reports from NATO, and then we hear the reports from our mainstream media and the Pentagon. It seems like we're being told 2 different stories.
I said that.
How do you cipher through that when you're giving your reports?
Yeah, I think you have to talk to the people on the ground and the people who are out there. You talk to Ukrainians here, and I think when you ask them, what do you need right now, they say more of everything. We'll take anything we can get right now, because they do kind of feel, there's a sense of feeling alone. Yes, they're getting resources from NATO and from Western countries, but I think for them, they'll take anything right now. And of course, the one thing that we hear over and over again is close the sky, protect the sky for us.
Guys,
Yeah, Jeff,
I got a question.
So, Joe Biden has called Putin a war criminal. He has said that he cannot remain in
Oh,
power,
shit.
yet
Hold
we're
on.
relying on Russia to negotiate on the United States' behalf with Iran on a nuclear deal. So why are we relying on a war criminal to negotiate on our behalf with a terrorist regime?
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
I mean, all we can speak about is what's happening in Ukraine, and I think for the people who are here, I think anything that's happening in the outside world is just window dressing. They really can't even, they're not talking about COVID here, they're not talking about Iran, all they're talking about is Ukraine.
Does that send mixed messages if, we're obviously criticizing Putin on the world stage, but then, simultaneously, I would assume if you're Ukraine,
probably be, pretty confusing and frustrating.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, and I think they don't want anything to do with Putin, and I don't think they like when any countries are still taking in oil or running their businesses there, whatever company they are. It's extremely frustrating. They want Putin and they want Russia cut off from the outside world, no matter what.
Okay.
Jeff.
All right. Sorry about that. Before I get rolled into a whole nother one. So first of all, I want to ask my Americans, and if you're not even American, I just want to ask you, just for out of curiosity, if you're going down the street and you see what you just saw on TV, smoke going up in the air, you're literally just walking down. I mean, not walking down, but just driving down. Like, how would you feel in America seeing that, like, every day? It's just seeing missiles coming and blowing up areas, and just, like, would that frighten you? Would that, like, I want to get America's input. And be honest. Because, I just feel like if you're not a veteran or you have never been in a war situation, I see a lot of our average Americans are really not like American used to be. We used to be ready to fight. I know a lot of people was ready to fight back then. They loved their country. They loved the leadership that they had, because they were tough. There was a different era. Now, we've had so much peace in this country that it feels like a lot of people isn't really, like, tough anymore. They talk their crap. They don't want to face you anymore. They don't want to they don't want to do anything behind a computer. So they'll sit there behind the computer, talk all their mess. They wouldn't meet you in person. They don't want to do none of that. They meet you in person, they turn away. So, I mean, like, it seems like our country has turned, a lot of people in our country has turned into wimps. Like, we have some strong people. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying everybody's a wimp. But I'm just talking about, like, soft. Not wimps. Soft. That's a better word. Soft. Our country has turned soft. They got too used to times of peace. And I feel like my dad and mom, I feel like that was the last of the tough era. Like, their generation was the last of the tough. Russia I'm hearing that they're even having trouble with their people fighting. They don't even want to fight. They go into Ukraine and they're just like, oh, wait, hold on, dude. So, maybe we just lost that. Maybe, people just want peace now. They don't want to fight no more. Maybe it's done being forced to fight each other. But I don't get me wrong. Like I said, there's some Americans that would grab a gun in a heartbeat and shoot anybody on their territory. But I'm saying there's a lot of Americans that would be scared. That is all talk and won't do nothing. That something went through a building, blown up the city. They're out there. Russians coming from the West Coast. Nope. So... But I know if anybody came in my yard, I'm fighting, bro. That's it. You're on my property. That's your territory. Or unless, it depends. Unless there's like a group of like 1,000 to, like some looters. Because when you got power out, you got looters. Then it wouldn't be worth to try to fight them, because you're just going to get killed. It'd be better to hide your stuff. You will definitely hide your stuff before that, because you don't want people knowing what you got in crisis times. But it'd be better to hide your stuff and help hide your stuff. And if you do have a house or somewhere that you're staying at the time, you're going to want to try to make a plan to regroup, because you're not going to take down 1,000 people. I don't give a crap what you got. You're not going to sit there and take down 1,000 people. Now, if you got a big group, hey, take your chance. Do whatever you guys plan to do. Just make sure you got a plan. But if you're just by yourself and you just see 1,000 people coming down, looking around, hungry as heck, and trying to take anything that they can get, not worth your time, bro. You're going to take down a few of them people, and eventually they're going to overpower you. So it's best to just get your stuff, be safe, and don't even take the chance. Or if you want to take the chance to snipe them, hey, get a little silencer on that mother freaker. But yeah, just make sure you got a plan, man, just in case they find out. Folks don't care about it anymore. It's all about self and all talk, reality. All this trash is going to be polluting the minds. I would fight back. We was born to die. I'm fighting back. Facts, yeah. If you can grow a garden this year, even if it is in grow pots, it would be me as a civilian waiting for the whole army with a GPS tanks rolling my yard, and when they bomb us from the miles away, it's no contest if they wanted us killed. Yeah, if they want us, yeah, you do got a point. You do have a point. You do have a point. If the army wanted to bomb us from miles away, they would do it. Like, they got stuff. They could see us 6 miles away, and we wouldn't even see them. They could see us probably even further than that. They got too many weapons and too much technology these days to even try to put up a fight against the army. We walking out around at night, they can snipe us, they can shoot us. They got stuff that can read our heartbeats, they can read our pulse. Like, they have way too much stuff for civilians these days. Like, why don't we got weapons like that? If the government's if they turn against us, and we are named in the Constitution, if the government turned against us, the police and the people are supposed to turn against them. Supposed to be the first ones to turn and fight. Why don't we got weapons like that? And to be honest, I don't even think the cops would turn against them. Maybe some. There's still some good chiefs and stuff out there, but yeah, that does feel like a smack in the face. You could buy thermal or infrared sights. Ooh, you know what, man? I'm about to start investing in some stuff, bro. I keep saying we going to war, and I know I mean it, bro. I know I mean it at the deep of my heart, man. And there's just some things I haven't even thought of getting, but I'm about to get my stuff together, man. It's really started. It's that time to start really getting back into war mode, like getting in full-blown war mode. I know what's about to come to this country, and I know what's about to go down, and I have not lied to you guys till this day. I have not lied to you guys. So when this go down, bro, I'm about to be ready, man. I'm about to start preparing. I'm about to put videos to teach you guys how to prepare for such a situation. And I'll attempt to teach you how to survive a nuclear war. I don't know what kind of nuclear war we're going to have. I don't know if we're going to have an all-out nuclear war, or if we're just going to have a limited. But if we have a limited, at least I could teach you some skills, you know, that you could do to survive in those times. If not, yeah, we're screwed at that point, for sure. All right, looks like we made it pretty close to the hour mark. All right, okay, and that's your solution, man. I don't have to believe what you believe in. I believe in a higher power, but I'm not programmed to put everything to that higher power yet. I haven't crossed that line. I'm an honest person. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm not, you know. But if you found that, that's awesome, man. That's good. I'm not judging you. That doesn't mean I unsubscribe because I didn't say his name a million times. That's just me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even have to apologize because that's just an opinion. But anyways, much love to you guys. Remember the golden rule: love, unity, and peaceful life. If you believe Go find your higher power while it's time. I've been working on a lot of things. I'm about to start trying to make my channel a little more interesting and stop trying to stop posting the same things, you know, like it just feels like I'm posting the same crap every day, just different wording. So I want to look up different news and see what other things could interest you guys in the news world. But much love. Thank you for coming through, and pray for everyone that needs prayers. If you're having a hard time, I'm hoping that I'm able to help you in some kind of way. I'm here to talk. Y'all can go to my Instagram to talk. Like, I'm not some evil, mean guy. Like, people go through stuff, man. I just want to say we're here for you. For real. Thank you and have a great day, guys.